tired, y'all. Well, YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Aditayo, and it's another nursing video for you guys. And this will be about the NCLEX. Well, I'm going to do different ones. This one will be about studying for the NCLEX, what I did to study, which worked fantastically for me. Talking about the NCLEX, you know, some of the stuff you should know about it in general to help calm some of your nerves. So without further ado, let's get to it, because like the song in the intro said, well, 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 you. It's the NCLEX we're talking about. The NCLEX makes the dreams come true. Alright, stick to my day job. Night job, because I work at night. Okay, so yeah, NCLEX. This examination, when we hear the word, we start freaking out. It's like this obstacle that we have to overcome, and I was one of those where I would be like freak out. Some people who know me, I'll be like, oh my god, I'm gonna take the NCLEX, like I can't believe it. And then I took it and I was like, oh, the NCLEX. Alright, school, you prepared me. Props to Bloomfield College. The NCLEX itself, see it as like a way to show and your not your worth, but like how strong you are. Let's see it as an opportunity as to showcasing yourself and how much you know and you've learned from school, and just how much information you gather, and to show again, like I said in my other video, that you are a competent, you know, nurse, and you are, you know, you've reached the minimum requirements set by the state to become and practice as a nurse. Okay, so just see it as that. So just show your worth, to show, like, look at me, like, yes, I am competent enough to become a nurse and care for people. Okay, care for the community. That's one thing I'll start off with. So, you know, the NCLEX. Some people they see the NCLEX, and especially certain students, they're like, oh, you know, I've been doing well in school. I got like all A's. Like, you know, when I was in nursing school, I had like the highest grades. You know, I was able to study well and do well. So the NCLEX would probably just most likely the same. You know, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a big no. Okay, no. This is not. Like, yes, you're in some schools where it prepared you for like the NCLEX style questions. It is not the same. You still need to do these practice questions, because now using what I used to study for the NCLEX, I was like, okay, I know some stuff, I'm good. I thought I was good in a certain area. Oh, okay, maybe I wasn't that bad, but I was just like, whoa, this is like different. It's different. So it's a whole, it's different. Don't try to think just because you're doing well and you think your critical and analytical skills are on fleek, on point to the math, like to the whatever word you want to use, slang, like no. Make sure you still do the questions and do the practice questions and prep yourself. And even if you think you are and you're like, okay, I'm not that bad, at least you practice and you prepped yourself and you're prepared for what's to come on the day of the examination. Okay. So, but my school, I really think like really prepared me for the NCLEX. Like, okay, let's see. I have a little practice question over here that I have set out to start off this video. So let me go click it because I took a screenshot of it. So here's our question. So a patient who is suffering from severe diarrhea has developed hypokalemia and cardiac arrhythmias as a result of hypokalemia from severe diarrhea. Which of the following treatments would most likely be ordered by for this patient to correct the situation? So we have 4 choices. A, IV administration of potassium. B, no interventions but continue to monitor the patient's hemodynamic status. C, encourage intake of potassium-rich foods such as bananas. Or D, oral intake of potassium by electrolyte preparations. Okay, so let me give you guys a moment. So which one do you think it is? Alright, so let me do that, and the answer that I would choose is A, and A is the correct answer. You would choose IV administration of potassium. Why would we choose IV administration of potassium? First of all, this patient is in severe loss, the severe stage. Like their potassium is like they've lost so much from the, you know, that it's probably like maybe, I don't know, a 2.9, not even like a 2.5, like a 2.9 or something like that. Like that is severe. Like normal potassium levels 3.5 to 5. Okay, so somebody having such a low number, of course they will experience some of the symptoms that was said in the description of the question, and the correct answer would be A. Hypokalemia, yes, is when you do not have enough potassium in the body. Now in this stage, it's very severe. You got to look at the question. Yes, the other choices of oral intake of potassium by electrolyte preparations, that's also correct. Encourage intake of potassium rich foods, that's also correct when somebody has low potassium. And also sometimes you might not want to monitor, because if it's like a 3.4, I don't know, 7 something, like it's almost a 3.5, like you don't really want to, they're not going to freak out so much, you would just monitor them. But this person is in severe loss, so the first thing we need to do is give them the IV administration of potassium. Okay, so that would be the correct answer to choose, because it's a life-threatening situation, and especially with the arrhythmias that come in, because we don't want them now going into worse arrhythmias and end up dying. Okay, we need to save the treat the underlying cause and then move on from there. So that was what you would do in this situation. You can, yeah, like I said, the other stuff would be useful and all that, but right now we need administration of IV fluids. If you choose the right answer, kudos to you, okay? Because this question actually wasn't really that hard, but kudos to you, okay? Which is good. That's your critical thinking skills. You look at it, A, B, C. The key word in this question was severe diarrhea, and the fact that the patient developed cardiac arrhythmias. Now you know that it is severe potassium loss. So what is the first thing you would do? Yes, all the other choices are correct. Which orange is more orange? It is A. That's the best looking orange and the most juicy one to eat and use for juice or whatever you want to do. Okay, so that's why you would choose A. Okay, all right. So that's just to show you guys why it is important for you to do some of these practice questions, and even if you got it wrong, it'll just help you out, okay, and prepare you. All right, so the NCLEX, minimum of 75 questions. You can take maximum of 265 questions. You have a maximum time of 6 hours to take the examination. Well, I'm talking about in US right now, and if you're watching this from a different country, you can keep watching, because it'll most likely also help you out with your studying process. And okay, because I try to make it as generic as possible. All right, so as I was saying, 265 is the maximum, 6 hours is the maximum amount of hours. So NCLEX, this is some reasons why the NCLEX, when you're taking the examination, why it might shut off on you, because here in the States, when you take it, when you get to a certain point, the computer just goes blank and it shuts off on you, okay? But before that, when you're about to take the NCLEX, they give you about 15, you get 15 additional experimental questions. And let's say you take 75 questions. Out of that 75, 15 of them are experimental questions that might be used for the next NCLEX, okay? So just to let you guys know, if you didn't know about that. So you have about, when you're taking the NCLEX, because my thing when I was taking it was that when I was practicing was my time management with each question. Even when I was in school, I would be like, all right, Addie's still in there, like I'm always the last one out of the examination. Just me, I'm not a quick test taker like some people. And some people, they might do quick, and even one of those people don't start freaking out, during the exam, because they actually give you the headphones, and you get I had the soundproof ones too. I used it, but then that got weird after a while, because I started hearing my own blood moving through my body and started freaking me out, because that's how nervous I was, that I was able to hear my own blood moving. But yeah, with the NCLEX, you should give yourself about 60 seconds maximum for each question. And I love the thing that with my school, starting from our sophomore year, which is beginning of the nursing program, up to our senior year, they were cutting down how long we had for each question, our exam time. So by senior year, we have 75 questions. You have 75 minutes to take the exam. If we had more than that, 80 questions or 100 questions in some classes, that's how many minutes you have to take the exam, which was fantastic. So which trained us also, and also we had the ATI was the same way. So but give yourself about 30 to 60 seconds for each question, okay? Don't waste your time. And after you keep practicing, you should be surprised by how quickly you can answer some questions. If you know some of the stuff, even if it's really easy, please take your time and reread the question again, because sometimes you might think you know the answers one of those tricky questions when you're really looking for the accept, which one would you not do, or which one is incorrect, and you end up choosing the correct answer because you read it wrong. Be careful with that. which is something I also, will still do. So here are some reasons why the question would, exam will shut off on you. Is either that you were shown that I've said you show that you're proficient and you're competent enough, and you've met the standard that they have there. It's like a little thing that the exams it's computerized. So you've met like I think it's like a 95% confidence level scale thing that they use. That you've met the minimum requirement of the 75 questions, and you're good enough to move on, and the exam will shut off on you. Or you show that you don't have the minimum competency required to become a professional nurse, and the computer shut off on you at 75 questions. So some people think shutting off on your 75 questions can be a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing, because it either means, like I said, it was good enough, or it was not good enough. You were lacking, and you will need to go back and fix that and study. So, because I think it sends you like a thing of what you need to work on if you fail. I don't know, but I've heard. Thank God I didn't. And also, or if you've reached the maximum number of questions, which is the 265, or you've reached the maximum amount of time, which is the 6 hours limit, 5 to 6 hours. So yeah. Those were some of the reasons for the reason. But just don't start freaking out while taking the exam. You're like, oh my God, I passed exam numbers. I'm a number. Why was I acting like I'm in a game? Like I'm in the Mortal Kombat game. Anyways, but you passed the 75. You went above the 75 questions, and you're like on question 90 or 85, and you're like, oh, 76. You're like, oh my God. Like, don't start freaking out. Calm down. Because when I was taking I think I reached, my computer stopped when it told me if I wanted to take a break at number 71. And I was just like, what? Like, I started freaking out, like, dude, there's like 4 more questions left to 75. Why would you do that to me? So I'm like, oh my God, I failed. I'm going to be here for hours, blah, 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 blah. But then at the moment, I had to calm myself down. I did like a little prayer, did a few breathing exercise, which really helped out, and put myself back in the game. I actually clicked no. It is good to take take use of the breaks, but I clicked no because I was like, nah, let's see what goes on next. And good thing my exam stopped at I think I stopped at, is that number 76 or 78? Because I know I didn't go past, because I think after that you start getting the extra questions, but the number still keeps going from whatever number the computer has shut off on you when you were finished it. Okay, so I think my stopped at me on number 76. So 76 was, but I remember I was on number 78. I already started taking those little extra questions at the end that they give you, like practice questions that they might use afterwards. It's like you do like a little research thing. Anyways, but yeah, but do not freak out when taking this exam. Calm down, pray, breathe, relax. You got this. You have to calm yourself down. You need to have a clear mind, and give yourself, your brain, time to think. Okay? All right. So what are some things to do? So when you're studying for the NCLEX, there's some goods and there's some bads. And even when you're in school, because this can also help you with like studying skills, which is something I always talk about. There's good and there's bad studying skills. When you're studying, do not always think to one method. Try different methods, okay? Even when you're studying with the NCLEX, okay? When you're writing notes, do not write word for word what it is that was there, that you just, the rationale, whatever it is you just learned or relearned. Put in your own words, or say it out loud. Or if you write it word for word, but don't do it word for word. Put in your own words and then say it out loud again in your own words until you understand it. Where if I ask you, what are the normal levels of potassium, and what could happen when you have hypokalemia, and what can you see with hyperkalemia? What would you see on the EKG strip when we look at it? Would it be spiked? Would it be peaked T waves, inverted, flat? What are we gonna see? You know what I mean? So you should know that, so that when somebody asks you a question, when you see a question similar in that aspect, like the one I just said, with the one we did in the beginning of the video, you can understand it. Okay. Have little mnemonics that help you because I remember mine, like, I have so many weird stuff. Some of mine were even inappropriate, and the more inappropriate it was, the better it was for me the better I was at remembering it. Okay, that's just how I was. Okay. Make sure you do a lot of the quizzes. Like I said, practice questions. If you want, look at some of your notes, look at some of the mnemonics you wrote, you can remember them. Ask some of your friends, explain the stuff to friends, and like have a study buddy system, because it's a good studying by yourself, but it's also good to have a different perspective of somebody else while studying. Okay. Okay. How else? I'm done with that part. What is this? I already told you what the NCLEX was like, without many questions, and the timing that you should do for yourself. I'm going to do another video for you guys about like the day of the NCLEX, what you're expecting to go in, how it is and all that. I'll be doing another video for you guys about that, okay? So, what did I use for the NCLEX to study? I utilized UWorld. UWorld, I just want to say thank you. UWorld, you are fantastic. You are awesome, okay? I loved UWorld. I still love UWorld. It is fantastic. I'm telling you guys, UWorld was my Bible. I slept, ate, hugged, drank tea out. UWorld, okay? That's what I used to study for my NCLEX. That is all I used to study for my NCLEX. Yes, I had the ATI, and we had like this little practice exams, and we had our ATI review that I could have used, but I didn't use that. I just decided I'll stick to one thing and try it out and put my all in it, because my sister utilized it and she said UWorld was fantastic. It's great. Everybody that I know that has used UWorld, they've all passed and done well. UWorld does a thing where it really does try to prep you to take 75 questions and pass. And when I first did it, that's when I knew I had to fix my time management. I did it like 2 weeks before the exam, and I didn't do so well. I did pretty crappy and pretty bad because I did not time myself. I ran out of time and I was only on number 45. That's how bad it was. And then when I said I was on number 45, I was still rushing. That's how bad I am with my time management. And after that, I just kept timing myself every day. I would say when you're using UWorld, try to do 75 questions each day. But do not do it all, do not create a test question, a whole bunch of questions with 75 of them. Do 20, do 30, do 20, take a break, do 25, take a break, 30, take a break, 15, take a break, do 10, take a break. When you do it like that, which is how me and my other friend were doing it, it actually was much more helpful. You actually end up doing more than 75 questions a day sometimes. My friend and I, we did not finish UWorld. I think I had, when I was about to take my exam, I had about 300 and something questions left to still do on UWorld, and I still passed, with less than 100 questions on the NCLEX itself, and so did my friend. And some people finished it, okay? It's by all means, but I didn't feel like I was prepared. Actually, I was kind of scared, but I felt like I was confident though. I felt like I was prepared, but the anxiety is still gonna be there, because you're like, this determines my whole future. It's gonna make your dream come true. I was so awkward just now. You guys are used to that. And yeah, but UWorld is really fantastic. That's all I used. I did it every day. I was like, I'll go to the library, sit there, do my questions, I'll take some breaks, eat, explain stuff to my friend, write some notes. In the beginning, first I was writing notes because I was told by someone to write notes and write everything and write out the notes after it gives you a rationale. I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, I'm gonna get close and personal. The rationales on UWorld, oh my god. If I could hug them, I would, because right now I'm hugging myself. The rationales on UWorld are fantastic. It breaks it down to the T. I just love how whoever wrote it, they broke it down. It's fantastic. Okay, so, and even I'll say you could use UWorld when you're in a class, because now I was struggling maternity and peds. I used UWorld. I applied and I bought the maternity and peds one when they had that offer, and I did it, and that, I'm telling you, that on the exam I got the highest grade in the class because of that. It will break things down perfectly for you, okay? So the rationales, read them, understand. Do not rewrite. I won't say do not, because I was doing that, but it's just a waste of time. I ended up spending my whole day just doing 75 questions. That's if I was able to get to it from let's say 10 in the morning to 8 at night, just only doing 75 questions, all because I was writing the rationales over again. It was a waste of time because I would never really go home and sit there and study it because I was so tired already. So that's one thing I would say. Just you can always go back to them actually and review them, and you can also go back and take the exams of those you got wrong. Create like an exam on you wrote of the questions you got wrong to see after a while if you actually did understand it. And if you're able to read the rationales and explain it well, sometimes you can write a little bit of notes. If something you really don't know, I would say you should. If you really can explain it well, you get a similar question, when you see that you got it right, that means you've understood that section or whatever it is that you were struggling on, okay? But I'm telling you, you Word is my Bible. It is fantastic. Utilize it. When you're studying for the NCLEX, another thing I should have said when I was talking about sometimes writing things word for word, or like not trying different studying methods, is that when you're studying for the exam, this is not the time for you to start trying to memorize everything. It's not gonna work. It's not possible because you get ATT scores. You cannot force yourself to, if you take, you're going to take in like a month or in a few weeks or like in 2 months, you cannot try to force yourself to study everything you were supposed to have learned in your 3, or if you did a 2-year program. So I was like 2 to 3 years or 2 to 4 years of nursing school. You cannot try to force yourself to remember that in a few weeks. It's not going to work out. You're going to information overload. Nothing's going to stick. So, and like seriously. So if you're in nursing school right now and you're watching this, please, 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 make sure you understand the stuff, increase that knowledge, and really know what it is that you're learning. Really know what it is that you're learning, because your knowledge is what's gonna save things when you're in the field. You're not gonna go off something that you memorized. It's going to be your knowledge. So make sure you understand what it is that you're doing, that you're learning. Okay, that's one thing I would say. But with the NCLEX, yeah, that's what I used. All I used was U-Rolled. Me and my friends and I, we passed less than 100 questions, and that was it. Like it wasn't bad. So that's all I have to say for you guys. Don't freak out. You got this. Study. Also, another thing that helps if you're not good with the prioritization questions, which is a big thing with NCLEX, the prioritization questions. There's a prioritization book. That's a book I was trying to remember in the last video. I'll put a link of the book below. Definitely look at that. It will really help you, your prioritization skills. And the U-Word prioritization questions, oh, they're fantastic. They really help me out a lot. It will help you like with triaging like those questions. I had some of that on my NCLEX day. Because NCLEX, you get a whole bunch of random questions. It could be anything. It's everything and anything you learn throughout through nursing school, and you get like a few of those on the exam day. So make sure you go over that. It's really helpful. Yeah, that's all I can remember right now. But what else did I have on my exam day? I think I even had some of my question was like a microbiology question or something like that. But the fact that I was able to understand it and I knew my stuff, I was able to, and you that prepared me, and being able to pick and take out ones that didn't matter. That really helped out a lot. So again, study this, utilize it, work on what you know, work really hard on what you don't know or aren't so strong in, so that you can become strong in that area, because when you get it on the NCLEX day, you're confident. Okay, so good luck. If you're going to be taking your NCLEX soon, you got this. Don't freak out, relax, and do a little prayer. Make sure the day before, like they say, relax, don't stress yourself, don't memorize for the NCLEX, because it's not gonna work. You're gonna most likely forget, or you're gonna freak out. And you wrote this fantastic because it's like similar format. So on the day of the exam, it did relax my anxiety because I was used to that format, which was fantastic. So I would say U-Rolled is the way to go, and that's what I used. And me and all my friends and me, with testimonies, I've been 100% and pass rate. Okay, so good luck again, like I said, and thanks for watching this video. Hope it was really helpful. If you have anything else to say, any things you want to add, or comments, or things you would like me to do on this channel and pertaining to nursing, please comment down below. Let me know. I would like to know what your ideas are and what it is you want me to do. Again, like, share, comment, subscribe. I don't know, I added a comment. It was supposed to be like, share, subscribe, not comment. But you can comment. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and Addie Dio out. Nurse Addie. Nurse Adedayo, Nurse Adedayo Kolawole, Nurse Dayo, Nurse Dark Chocolate, Nurse Slay, Nurse. Alright, let me stop. Okay, bye. Have a nice day.